woman, your life coach, here with a testimony here. And we had some amazing things happen, so I kind of just want to talk about it a little bit. I've been kind of coaching divine timing here for 3 years now, right?
3, 4, yeah, it's been going on. You've been coaching me my whole life, but we're now getting it.
Yeah, but we've been fine tuning, the coaching here. What do I need to do? Go here?
You're there.
Okay, I got it. Oh, we gotta turn it down. All right, and why I wanted to come on live with him today was for the mere fact that there's been a big shift, a big aha moment that has happened here just recently. And it has to do with flipping your emotional story around to better, and it's all of a sudden like catching the thought and process. Sometimes that thought that we have that comes and wipes us down, it can wipe us down for weeks, months, and even years. But the sooner that we're able to catch that emotional story, that lower vibrational one, and catch it in action, then we can bring that suffering down to 5, 10, 15 minutes or an hour. We can bring it down. We can take care of it right away. And so divine timing here just recently had gone through something very major that he was able to actually experience that shift. And I kind of wanted to bring him in and let him talk about it a little bit about what that shift felt like.
Testimonial time from divine timing right now. My life has changed. Nothing is the same. Had a few days ago had a situation crop up that was horrific. Had the ability to put me in a lower vibe, crying, feeling sorry, anger.
For how long?
All the emotions.
Yeah, I got it.
And I mean, horrific. I mean, to this moment, I could still be crying and still be angry and everything, but I was able to grasp it at the moment when it was happening and identify it, that this is a lower vibe feeling that I cannot control. Now, I can't control. What I mean by control is anything out there. The situations that were happening outside of myself, there's nothing I could have done to stop it. As a matter of fact, I did everything I could to stop it, and it still happened. And the difference with my knowledge today, through my sister's help and with her counseling and coaching me over the years now, is that I was able to identify it. I was able to say, hey, this is a lower emotional feel. This is not where I want it. This is where I know what this is, right? I've identified it for 58 years, or 56, because a couple years now I've been coming out of it. And it took me about 30 minutes to horrific. I mean, this was big time horrific. And I was able to get identify it. I was able to use tools in my box that I know would change the situation by flipping the script, by running some sage, by running some salt through my hands, a cold shower to cleanse that negative being that was entering me, for that matter. And I was able to see it for what it was, know that the key is knowing that I couldn't change it even if I wanted to. There's nothing I could do about it. So total acceptance came across at that moment. And what a beautiful thing.
So what would have happened, like when I got here, what would have happened is we would have really had a really terrible time, miserable time, if he didn't learn how to flip that script immediately. I mean, it had to be done right away. It was something very tragic, that could put him into guilt, depression, suffering.
Anger is a big one.
And it would have held on to him for a long time. And blame, just anything of that lower vibration that like holds you down, like you've done something wrong. And what he could see was he really didn't do anything wrong. This is out of his hands, out of his control. Now the only thing that he has the potential possibility of doing is how he's reacting and responding to the outcome. Is the outcome, how am I going to react? How am I going to respond? How am I going to allow this to affect my next moment, my next breath?
Yes, and there's another tool, deep breaths, which I was doing. I was working all the tools. I whipped them out immediately because I know after 40 plus years of living in that old vibration, that old way of thought, that old way of being, I knew with my tools that my sister has given me freely, with her time and her effort and her understanding and I'm just so pleased and grateful for my sister. I'm the luckiest one in the world. I mean, she's my sister. I get to dial up, and
the tools he's talking about is actually in my Gypsy's toolbox. I have a playlist that's under Gypsy's toolbox. There's at least, I think there's 12 tools that are presently in there at the moment. And he just leaned into it. Their knowledge, it's stuff that's built up now. He's already gone through the course. He's already learned it. But when time came in need of those tools, he knew I can pull this one out. I can pull this one out. Let's see which one I can pull out that's going to work. So he kept pulling them out of the toolbox until whichever one was going to work to bring that emotion to a calmness, to bring that emotion to a balance, to bring that emotion to an acceptance, so he can still continue on living his higher vibrational, energetical life, so he can continue on having fun with it.
Bringing that emotion to its needs instead of its high needs.
Correct.
Ta-da!
Testimony time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so nice, where I used to have to dial my sister up and talk for 30 minutes or an hour.
No, it used to be 3 hours. No, this 30 minutes was in time.
Yeah.
When I first started working with him, it was be 3 hours on the phone. It was like, come on, can you not lean on me so hard? But in time, it did get down to just an hour or just 30 minutes. And today it's really down to 15 minutes.
Now it's leaning on myself.
He's not leaning on me. He actually looks at figuring out what he needs to do before he even calls me. He wants to get a hold of me after he's done the work.
I want to give her the good news, not the bad. The bad I'm dealing with, the good I'm sharing. So.
And just because we go through that moment doesn't mean it heals the rest of the day. I mean, the next day, something else may still challenge us, and it's challenging us at that moment because it's saying, hey, you got this now. Now I'm going to throw another one at you to see if you can take care of this one, right? It doesn't just stop.
Yeah, well, it can keep throwing them because the gratitude is much stronger than the sadness or anything else. The gratitude, it's really the last 3 years that we've been working together.
Yes.
In the beginning I'd say you were doing it, and now at this point in time we're doing it. I'm doing it.
He's doing the work.
The collective is doing the work, and
but you're taking responsibility to put it into action.
Absolutely, it's my life, and I want to live it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm living it to nothing but the best for divine timing. Period.
So that's all. I just wanted to come on live to give you a little testimony of how divine timing has made a major shift. Oh, he wants to.
Hold on, what are the cards got to say? What are the cards got to say? Whoa!
Remain positive. Remain positive. The next card says no.
No. Well, there's a no in there somewhere. No more negativity. That's what that is. No more. No more. We're remaining positive. That's it. And don't stop. Don't stop remaining positive, because your story is a beautiful story. I read it every day.
All right, you guys. Thank you for coming in and watching the show, and I'll see you next time when I come on live. Who knows what it's going to be about? Maybe it'll be with Kathleen later today. Who knows?
Yes, and we can't wait for your testimonial.
Yeah. Hey,
Peace.
yeah. All right, bye-bye. Thanks for stopping in, Anna Maria. Woo-hoo.
Thank you.
We were just here for a little bit to listen to Greg's testimony, so go back and watch it if you didn't watch the whole thing already. Love you so much. Bye-bye.
Sending love and light to all.
Oh, there he goes. You want more? You got more to say?
I've already given it all. Here you go.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks for the hearts. I love you guys so much. I